Good morning. Happy Friday. What's up, Jonathan? Hey guys, how you doing? Stealth, Moran, Zaza. That's such a mob name. Joey Zaza. Wasn't that from Goodfellas? Hello, one. How you doing? Oh boy. Oh, okay. You've changed the name for that? How many times y'all gonna change the name for that ATL? Well, it's creative. I'll give you that. Okay. Guess who's being lazy? I took one trade today. I took one trade. I waited and I waited and I waited for it. And luckily, I went outside, I ran around and came back. And I was in the right place at the right time. Oh, snap out of it. Exactly, Jam. All right. So, overnight inventory, yeah, it's kind of mixed. It was short, then it corrected. Now it's kind of back and forth. We have we're going to open inside range, inside cost basis, right? Going to open inside yesterday's range, inside its value area or cost basis. So kind of be slow and choppy. You know, oh, another one. Hey, we got two ones. Hola, one. Right? I'll get you the levels in a second. There we go. Balance is 39, quarter to 44, double it to 53, double it again to 72. The one trade I did take this morning was this classic. It was look below and fail. I wrote it up here so you could see. Long 54. My stop was just here. So long 54, I'd say my stop was 52 when I put it in. Bought two lots of 5, sold the first lot here, sold the second lot here. One trade, done. Right? Now, what I want to show you guys, and I hope you're paying attention. This is the beans right here. This is the difference between retail trading and knowing what you're doing. You guys will screw around in here, get chopped up, mess around. I'll sit this out and wait for that. That's all I need to do. Right? You will have worn yourselves out by the time it comes to this. You guys are, oh, what happened? Meanwhile, in 90 seconds to 2 minutes, we will have made our money and be gone. Right? So We go for the kill, then relax. Don't get caught up in this. Wait for your opportunity. Wait for when the business is really in your favor. Now, we can't blame everybody makes the same mistake. This doesn't mean that when I first started retail trading, I was taking this trade. No, I was doing the same thing, right? Stumbling around like a drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Stumbling in and out of bad trades, right? Until you learn to focus. This takes time. I'm trying to help you guys cut the time. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to say that I didn't go through this. This is the spanking machine we all go through. Everyone goes through this. Nobody is spared from this. And if they tell you that they didn't go through and only take this trade, they're lying. Because I've taken this, gotten stopped out, and then it goes, and then you try shorting it here, and then you just like, you don't know what the hell you're doing until you learn how to do business at the edge. Right? Postcards from the edge. Okay? That's it. In that ignore zone, do something else. Get a walking treadmill like I have. Go get groceries. Do something. Right? Wait for the edge. That's good, Jem. Hey, Cesar, what's going on? I got your email. Oops. God, I'm really bad today. Okay. I'm responding now. And I like your idea of doing the call. No, I'm just a little brain dead this morning, you guys. It is Friday and it is summertime. And, when you get into your like 50s, late 50s, you start going, oh, summer, got to go outside. Hey, Neela, how you doing? Sadiq, what's up? They let you out of the gulag. Good to see you. Yeah, use the alerts, David. Definitely. Right? I mean, these software things, they have so much stuff. So many little features on the software, right? Groove with the alerts. We don't we do not have to call it late 50s. Oh, that's good. Good morning, Leslie. Seems like I've touched the proverbial nerve there this morning. Hey, I'm just surprised I got here. We're rounding down now? That's funny. You've been 29 for a while. Oh, oh boy. Well, don't worry. The longevity guys say that we can live till 130, right? Hey, Milo, exactly. Trade from the edge, Milo, because that's where everybody else is desperate. See? That's why we're trading from the edge, because that's where they're really desperate. And that's where you can take advantage of that desperation. Okay, I better smarten up. We're going to open pretty soon here. Boy, oh boy. Where did I put a little sticker for the open? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okie dokie. Half an hour chart time, real quick. If you don't have market profile, you can use the half-hour chart. And what I'm looking for is, do we hold 74.44, which is the middle of this 55.32 zone? The position is just kind of here. These are half-hour candles, right? So if we come in here and dip down, don't short under 44 if it doesn't go and offer underneath it, right? We need to get under 44 for if you want to initiate a short. If you're short here, your stop will be VWAP. Yes, exactly. It is. For some weird reason, they line up again. Not intentionally. I just, I did this morning. This balance zone I've had for a couple of weeks now. A few weeks, almost 2 months. Since contract change. So a month. So once again, this is a map of the city. And then right here, if you want to do business in that neighborhood, you go and you zoom in, and that's what's going on in the hood. This is the one end of the block. This is the other end of the block, right? I'd like a look below and fail of 44. A look above and fail of 53. Let's see what happens pre-open. What time is it now? There's only 2 minutes left. Yeah, that's what happens when you trade bad choppy price action. You get your car jacked and you get your watch stolen. What's the psychology behind the seller willing to sell at lower prices? That's a great question because it actually has nothing to do with psychology. It has to do with competition. See, the thing is, when you sell size, you're not the only one out there. You've got 1,000 contracts for sale. Somebody's got 3. Milo's got 4. Jam's got 4,000. ATL's got 5,000 for sale. You're all competing to capture the buying. That's why you're lowering price. It has absolutely nothing to do with psychology. It has to do with business. The business of competition. See, like right now, they're competing. Now, they bought this stuff down here and down here from yesterday, so they can sell it all the way down and still be in profit, right? When they get to their cost basis, they'll stop. That's when you sound frustrated. That's because you haven't spent enough time doing it. So I give you an exercise. Real simple. Pick a level and watch how it trades when we get to that level. Watch. Watch the offer now. Now focus. A little while ago, I put Opened at 74.44. What a coincidence. Right? Nice look below and fail. I did not catch that. I was trying to buy 44, but I didn't have my DOM up. Let's see. Can always wait for this candle to close. Can buy a little bit at 45, I guess. Yeah, take some at 45, put them out at 47, 48, 49. Sell them like you stole them if you're long. Sell them like you stole them, my friends. That's the look below and fail. Told you about the trade right before the open. An hour before the open. I was telling people in the room. Now let's see if it can hold 44 again. We could look down. Let's flush the seller really hard. Flush them, right? There's the bid. Boing. I was waiting. Where the hell's the bid? I was like, oh, there it is. I'll wait for the next candle. Let the large traders do their business. No, Milo. No. That's where you got to practice being quick. Don't try and front run the trade, especially when the candles are big and you're choppy, right? So long again 45, selling 48. Long again 40, right? See, Milo? Long 45, just grab them off the offer, and I'm flat. Done. Yeah, just practice it over and over and over again. Then what you do, Milo, is go and replay this chart, brother. Go and replay the chart. And when you replay the chart, you'll be able to see the subtleties of the offer lifting. Right? I know it's annoying, right? Yeah, you can have the offer is the red one, the green one is the bid, right? So, but just focus on the red one because the red one sets priced, right? And at first, it's going to annoy the hell out of you. When I started looking at these charts 12 years ago, 16 years ago, these market profile charts, and then even when I started zeroing in on this, I would get headaches. It takes a while your eyes will get accustomed to it. That's all it is. I took the LBF of 44 twice. 1, 2. Yeah. Train yourself to be quick, Milo. Levels are working nice this morning. Good stuff, Grain Monk. Nice. It was a nice trade. Now, kind of just sit back, enjoy your coffee, relax. Hell, we've only been open 3 minutes. Replay it, see the subtleties. I know this is going back in time for you, but go and Google. There was a linebacker who played for the Chicago Bears, and his name was Mike Singletary. And this guy was fastidious about watching game film. He knew where the running back would be before the running back even knew where the hell he was going. Because he had watched game film, he had done notes, and they ran drills. You know, that's just the discipline. Selling at VWAP, my friend, selling. Right? Anyone who's long under VWAP, now they'll start getting off the train. So if you were long some size at 44, 45, 46, you'll be punting it out at 48, 49, 50. Cracker from 1996. The main actor is Hagrid. Harry Potter. Oh, the little magician kid? I never watched those movies. Are they any good? Seem to be popular. It's funny. Okay. Now we got enough people short under VWAP. We'll pop this thing. I would say the next, yeah. Where's the next major selling going to be? I don't know the stuff at all. Grain Monk. If it breaks over VWAP, we've got enough people short under VWAP that it will. They'll have to be forced to come in and start buying. So if you get enough people short from 46 to 52, and they all realize that, oh shit, excuse me, all the supply is gone, and they all come into cover at once, that's why you get those big green candles. It's funny, I was walking around Liverpool, and there was a store, and they had these like little sticks in the window. I'm like, who the hell's gonna buy these sticks? And I said, well, what are these? Are these like batons for an orchestra instructor? Like for for someone who's running an orchestra? They're like, no, they're magic wands. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just keep it moving. Look above and fail at 53. Looks like we got some rotation here, folks. So that's the look below and fail, look above and fail. Let's see if it rotates back to the bottom here. Can you explain how your levels work with cost basis when bigger size player? I guess some have the same levels as you. No, I'm looking to see where I'm. No, actually, Milo, you answered your question with the question. You answered your question within your question. Nicely done. Yeah, the big red candle means the buy orders just magically disappeared when some size came in the book. That's all. Just try and let it sink in more. But you know what you're talking about, Milo. You're good. You're good. That's the good part. You're answering your own questions. I like that. I'll never give you crap for that. Oh, the sun's coming out. You know what? I was 25. I hated Fridays because we were done work. Now that I'm in my 50s, just 50s, Leslie, not late 50s, I really like Fridays. I used to hate Fridays when I was young. Listen, Grain Monk, we are going to miss some of those trades. It's okay. It's okay. You know, if you miss a trade, it should be like water rolling off a duck's back. You'll go, ah, crap, I missed that, and then you move on. You're looking for the next bus, right? The first guy who gave me my job, Uncle Barry, he said, trades are like a bus. There's always another one coming, but you can't get on the next one if you're stuck under the wheels of the last one, right? Don't worry, there's lots of buses. It's not struggling, Sadiq. It's Friday, man. It's Friday and it's Vancouver. Pretend it's Friday and the ES is working at the department at the DMV. Nobody's really there. Nobody really wants to help you. It's sunny. Everybody just wants to go to Kitts Beach. You know, the chart is a pure reflection of the business, right? The algos need a holiday too, right? I did not invent this at all. Common, common. I'm only 58 years old. This look below and fail, look above and fail stuff. These are based on the two oldest trades in the world, and they've been going on for centuries. So no, I didn't. I didn't invent any of this. All I've done is try and explain it in a simple way so normal people can learn how to make a buck, manage their risk, and not get ulcers and have all their hair fall out in the sink from stress. Because my thing is, trading should work for you. You should not have to work for the trade. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's many different names. I mean, and you retail guys have names for everything, right? You have confluence, flatulence, unfinished business, where you need some prunes. Who knows, right? The oldest trades in the book are ones that are based on lack of supply or too much supply. It's simple. When there's no supply, go long. When there's too much supply, go short. Too much supply means the wholesalers are going to put it on sale. They got to get rid of their stuff. That's why my saying is I never saw a bid I didn't like. Right? It's always supply, baby. He who has the supply sets the price according to the amount of people who come in to buy or sell. And that's why they call it order flow. Order flow is just the flow of customers into a market. There you go, Jonathan. Now you're cooking with gas. Beautiful. That's all markets are. That's why they call it a market, common, not a hot tub. Now you've got it. And the chart is just a sales chart telling us how sales of said shit are going. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now they're putting it on sale because they're running out of buyers over 48. And as soon as they see a bunch of buyers, they'll start raising price. It's really not rocket science. And once you get that part done, use the levels to trade off of, then you can focus your energy on execution because analysis is simple, right? How to see the position of the buyers? Just look at time and volume traded. So there's a position here. You see the position here? It's here, time and volume. Now, eventually what we'd like to do, right, in a perfect world, is take all this cheap stuff from 44 to 53, pop it and go sell it up here from 60 to 66. But if we don't have enough buying coming in, we might have to put it on sale to bring in buyers, just like the blue light special at Kmart. That's why I do these blue and green and purple zones. This is what we paid for it, 2 times cost, 4 times cost. This is 2 times discount. Oh, sure. If you just draw a volume profile from, say, the top here, right, down, see, you can see the position. See time and volume? Da-da-da. Now we take this cheap crap and go sell it up here. We might have to put it on sale to bring in some buyers. Very simple. Because you want to spend all your time You want to spend your time focusing on execution, right? Say you're going long at 44, 45. You know there's going to be a seller at 48. Pop that out. Sell 47. It's choppy if you're not at the edge, Sadiq. If you're not at the edge, it's choppy as hell. You're long 44. This is a fail to look below, so you're long 44, 45, 46, and you're selling the 48s. Exactly. The big chunk in the profile is the position. Yes, you have to be quick. But who wants a slow trader? A slow trader is about as useful as a poopy flavored lollipop. Nobody wants a slow trader. A slow trader is an unemployed trader. So learn how to be quick. I'll teach you. Do we have news in a half hour? Business edge. You're close, Jonathan. Business agenda creates order flow. So the agenda, if I need to buy 1,000,000 shares, I'll do certain things to create the order flow so I can get it. What was the red and the green? Doesn't matter. That's information that's not going to make you any money. Probably bid-ask volume or some stupid crap. That's not going to make you any money. Here's where the gold is, Common. The gold for you, my friend, is here. You buy 4 contracts at 45, 46. Put your stop at 44, right? Say you bought 10 here. Sell 2, sell 2, sell 2, sell 2. And sell them on the way up. Make some money, have a coffee. Now, if we got enough people short underneath VWAP, we've got sellers. Where's our sellers? We're going to have sellers here. They'll be up the ladder here. Nice rotation, eh? Back and forth. It's like playing ping pong. Focus on the 1-minute chart. Don't worry about all this stuff happening here. If you want to trade, focus here. This is where it's going to help you with your execution. Now, see, we looked above that white line and came back in. The seller engaged. Now they're competing. If you draw a house, I just told you. Are you listening? Didn't I tell you? You don't worry about the profile. That's why I said focus on this. There you go. No profile. Draw the cost basis, double it again. If you're looking for a short, wait till the next candle and see if we stay offered under 53 or not. No short. I wouldn't be looking for a breakout right now. Really, if you're long size here in this area, you're selling into that strength. Just focus. Right, we're taking this and we're going to go sell it here. And there's going to be sellers up here. So these are places where we will pause. Focus on this. This is what's happening. You accumulate under VWAP, distribute above it. Okay? Really simple. Another rotation back down. So if you were long and you didn't sell here and here, there's no pleasing you because you can't follow instruction. Right? It has a couple of big orders. That's what we call competition. I don't know what you guys call it, but in my world, right, of professional traders, those big candles means competition. That's like everybody's elbowing their way to get out, right? But it's not pleasing you exactly. And I'm not saying it's easy to trade these big candles. That's why I recommend a lot of people go and trade Globex. I think that is the thing to do. Let's see if we can get a look below and fail of 74.39. There we go. I can tell that there's size orders coming in. The candles are big. Just relax. Let the large traders beat the crap out of this thing. If it doesn't pop back up over 39, wait for the look below and fail of 29. If you're not already short, don't worry about it. Right? I'm not short. I'll just wait until the sell orders are done. In the old days, what would happen? A trader would be working out a big block, right? And all of a sudden, the price would just get hammered, 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 and the market would come down here and it would print like 1,000,000 shares. And everyone would yell, block, and then we'd all run in and buy. That's basically the look below and fail, right? It's after the execution of a block, when just relax. It's Friday. And remember our good old half an hour chart, right? Under 44 targets 33, right? So let's see what happens. Just take it easy. Right? It's still coming apart. Right? Where's the overnight lows at 34? Previous day lows all the way down here at 12. So this looks like a big sell, but it's not. It's not a really big sell. It's just a little bit of size coming out, right? And the order book's thin, right? Let them pound it. Let them pound it out. There'll be a little short covering before the overnight low. No long trades yet. If you're short, you can stay short as the offer just keeps pushing and pushing lower, right? Here we go. Everybody who's long from 44 to 53, they don't all sell at the same time. So let them shake the tree. Looking for bids at 33. Come on down. Ooh, come on. Take out that overnight low. Let's get a look below and fail of 33. Take it. Take your time. There's 33. Now, there's probably going to be some sellers up in the 38s. Let them all pound it out. You know, we will have selling. Don't worry about it. Now, the thing is, a lot of people jump in, and I used to do this too. Oh my God, you're going to miss it, so buy it. No, just wait. You want to see a little bit more volume here, or you want to see it flush and then come back up. We're in no rush. We're just chilling. Still have, 3-4 minutes left in this. All right, so just relax, wait for the next couple of candles. If it holds 33, you can maybe buy the 35s, 36s against the overnight low. There we go. And remember, my friends, when you get that green candle, look for the top of it, because that's where the sellers are. Okay? The sellers are here. So these are the levels, these are the stops on the subway back up. Give it some time. It was a piñata, my friend. Give it a little time. Let the large traders pay for the ice cream here. Okay? They'll go plow the road. They'll buy all the cheap inventory. They're buying and selling and buying and selling. And like, that's what this is. See how the offers come down from there to there? Let's see. Come on. All right, we needed to go up. Remember, you are going to have sellers at 38 and 39. So make sure if you are long, take advantage, okay? So you're long 35s. You're selling the 39s like you stole them, my friends, like you stole them. Okay? And remember, there's going to be a seller up there at 42. So make sure that you take full advantage of this buying, right? Whatever contracts you have left, you should be flat going into the 42s. If you're a larger trader, if we crack the 42s, we'll backfill a bit. Oh, there's the backfill right there. Right? So long 35, bought some at 35, 36, sold them at 39. Look below and fail of the overnight low. I told you guys about this trade before it happened. Once again. So what you guys need to do, Milo and Jonathan, what you two need to do is go and rewind this afterwards, then go and rewind the chart and make notes. Zero in on it. Really zero in and focus. And I am done. Nice work, Blackhawk. Why did they backfill before 42? Competition. Or as the King of Queens would say, competition. You're not the only seller. You ever see those videos of guys on the floor when the big orders come in and they're literally ripping each other's throats out to get to the bid? That's why they backfill before 42. Because if I'm long 35, 36, and I know you're going to sell 42, I am going to sell 39. Actually, Jonathan, no, you would not. You would not. But don't take my word for it. Talk to traders who are consistently profitable. Well, crap. What are the profitables going to say? What do you think? There's your 44s. It's the same business. The only thing is the business is now automated. Can I recommend a book for the weekend? Uh, Geez. I don't know. Norman Mailer? Harlot's Ghost? Grapes of Wrath? That's another good one. Yeah, it's good to also get away from the markets a little bit. Do a little summer reading. Oh, good rotations, folks. Good rotations. The levels are working nicely. That is Blackhawk. You know, another good book, if you guys want the best book on Wall Street, right? It's, and you won't believe it, it's written in 1873. It's called Inside Life in Wall Street. William Worthington Fowler. If you really want to know how the world works, read that. It's the best book ever written, and one that's never talked about. Nothing right now. It's kind of bopping around between the red and the blue. So a lot of us will have, you've made a little bit of money on a Friday. Now just chill and wait for the next edge. There's a lot of, like we said in trading, there is a lot of waiting. There's a ton of waiting, right? So it's Friday, it's summer. Just chill out. On a half-hour chart, this is where we are. Right? We did a look below and fail of 74.33 up to 44. Okay. Exactly. So we had some really good business, Milo. Right? Now, half an hour in, that business is starting to slow down, right? So now it is what exactly? For some reason, every day about 35, 36 minutes in, the market slows. In the old days, this is when the coffee cart would come on the trading floor and they'd load you up with more caffeine. Right? I call this algo smoke break. No, I have not read The Trading Game. There's not a lot of work that I really respect. Barton Biggs hedgehogging is a good piece of work. That kind of stuff. Liar's Poker. And then for books like, I'm a friend with, Tony Duff and I are buds. His book was a really good book. Thanks, Blackhawk. Yes, exactly, Attila. The exact same thing. Same deal, brother. Oh, it looks like the algos have done their smoke break. Okay, right back to VWAP. So let's see if we can rotate up to 55 again, if we can clear VWAP. We know we got sellers up here. Where's the POC? Yeah, it's 48. Looking for 53 as the next level up. It's really rotation to this morning, eh? Wow. Where's the profile? Not needed. I'm just showing people that you don't need profile. I have it, but I'm trying to show people who don't have profile or who have access to profile the trades that you can take to look above and fail at 55 The look below and fail of 33, just back and forth in this zone. That's beautiful. What it is, just a beautiful rotation. It's boring for a lot of people, but man, if you were long 74.40 on 10 and selling 74.49 on 10, that's not boring. That's decent money. I mean, okay, it's not private jet money, but you can pay your bills. You know, and if you can consistently do this, what you want to do is when you're in a nice rotation, trade away, right? Trade that rotation, you know, and then just relax. Do your trades, relax. The last 2 minute candles, yeah, that's the holy crap. That's when you shout. If you ever worked on a trade desk, this is when you give the order to your executing trader. He screws up and doesn't execute till here, and then it's a holy crap candle. Right? Just cover it. You idiot. What are you doing? Wake up. Right? So he misses the buy at 40. He scoops it at 44, 45, gets filled at 48, 48, and that's when you throw a phone at his head. It's just the buyer is really common. It's a wholesale business. Markets are a wholesale business. You buy a bunch of cheap crap at a cheap price, mark it up and sell it, right? Remember, bad lighting and cheap fabric. That's how you move inventory. Jonathan, for you, when you go here to do the trade, go here, and that's where you pay attention. You're not going to understand what I'm saying right now because you're kind of all over the place. But I've said a million times, this is where you want to do business. This is where you go to do business. Get it? But for you right now, you should only be focusing on the look below and fail. That's all you should be focusing on for now. Don't worry about don't worry about your flatulence with your charts, okay? Just focus on just this for now and get consistent. Then you can tie the two together. Too many plates, right? Too many plates up in the air and it's difficult, right? That's not a trade. Milo, you're coming off the rails again. Just stick to trading at the edge. Don't worry about look below and fail of VWAP, high probability, all that stuff. Just train yourself to be a one-trick pony, my friend. You'll actually start making more money and then you won't care about that shit. Okay? Okay, the look above and fail of 74.53. Yeah, well, it worked here briefly, right? And then It found the bid and right back up. Now, there have been sellers here for quite a while, right? So let's see if we can power through that. Oh, I thought you meant the close, not is close. My bad. Really focus on the edge. Oh boy, what's going on here? Okay, good. It's just rotation. Now let's see if we do a look above and fail of 53. I mean, eventually we're going to have to do something with all this inventory. See, short sellers do build positions, right? But the whole business of a market is to take cheap inventory and sell it at a markup. So when you go to Walmart and you buy a TV, they're selling it to you for a profit. That's how they make money, right? And markets, there are short sellers and things like that, but markets are geared to get people long. So if I said to you, hey, Common, give me 10 grand, and in 3 years, you're going to owe 300 grand. You'll be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But if I said to you, give me 10 grand now, and in 3 years, you'll have $100,000, that's something you'll go for. That's why people invest. That's why people buy stock, because they hope it goes up. If stock did nothing but go down, people wouldn't buy it, right? So the market is built on getting people long. That's why you build a long position and you sell it at a profit. Now you've brought it to buyers, you're going to come back to where you bought it. And hopefully that brings in buying so you can do it again. It's the world's biggest used car lot, right? We sell it, we take your money and we give you inventory. Then later we buy it back from you cheaper, right? You give you back less money and take your inventory. At the end of the day, we have all your money and we have all your inventory. Right? At the end of the day, we have all your contracts and we have all your money. And you didn't even notice. You didn't even know that it was happening. That's the travesty of trading education. Trading education focuses on patterns and types of candle and wicks and this and that, all sorts of nonsense. But it doesn't focus on what you need to actually go and make money, which is the facts of what's going on. None of this is random. Ask somebody to put $100 million at risk and say, oh, it's random. You may or may not make money. You're not going to have a lot of clients. Remember I said we're going to put it on sale? So you're looking for bids at 74, 36, 37. Alrighty. Found some buyers underneath 39. Didn't quite get down to 36. Right? Now let's see if those buyers will pay 44. Once again, a look below and fail of 39. You could trade this back and forth all day. You see, you know where the sellers are, right? They come in and sell here and here, and they kind of stop selling here, right? So what you do if you had just started trading and you woke up and you're trying to look at this market, right? All you got to do, let it trade for a little while, and now you have your, this is my sandbox. I can play here. I'd say, yeah, just in this area, right? Whoops, what the hell happened? Yeah, I'd say around here, right? So what you do is you're long, you stop, sell, sell, sell. If you're a larger trader, put more orders out above the VWAP, right? And if you're looking for shorts, right, if you want to be a short seller, when it looks above and then comes back in, sell, stop, cover, 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 cover. That's what you're doing, right? This is called two-sided trade. So say we bought 42, stop 40, we're selling 48, 49, 50. Let's go sell some up here. Let's go put a 52 sell order in. Do we get a fill? Do we get a fill? Ooh, close. So if I didn't get a fill at 52, I would have hit the bid. Right? I'm just like that. That's my thing to do. Now you get your fill. You're a little bit more patient than me. That's fine. The next seller will be up here. Just trade this back and forth, folks. That's all you got to do. Right? What makes you confident that it's rotational? Because it's an inside day, Milo, and you got to sit and watch. And if you see this, you'll start noticing that this happens because it's a business transaction pattern, right? So it's a pattern that repeats itself in business when it's slow. So the thing is, it's just experience. It's just repetition over and over and over and over. That's why I gave you guys that document where you do the same 5 steps every day, right? You do the same 5 steps every day. So immediately you know, is it a rotational market or is it a trend market, right? Because the levels are telling me it's breaking out and going higher, so it's more of a trend. If it's going back and forth in a rotation, then I know that's how I'm going to trade it. If it's going in a trend, then I have to adjust my trading to trade the trend as opposed to rotation. It's almost like going, oh, I don't need a screwdriver, I need a wrench, right? Yeah, you will miss trades, Josh, especially in this market where all of a sudden it's slow and then boom, you get a big candle, right? At the edge. Like, I'll tell you, this is a perfect example of that trade that I took earlier. This one. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I got it. I was able to buy the 54, 55s and then sell, but I waited for that look below and fail for hours. And there's so many times I've screwed that trade up. It's only after multiple times, then reviewing it, watching it on the chart, going over it over and over again. It's really like, it's just a skill of repetition. It is a skill which is built by repetition. That's all it is. There's nothing magical about it. Because at first I could never do it. And it was really frustrating, right? Yeah, waiting for the next candle saved me a lot of money. It's hard to wait. You have to train yourself to wait, right? They tell you to be patient, but they don't say, hey, look, you got to train yourself to be patient. You always have to be thinking about the business instead of the money, right? Think about the business instead of the money, and the money will come, right? You want to concentrate on doing good business, and it's just repetition, Josh. You're just getting your reps in, right? That's your work right now. It's just to do the reps, right? Like Arnold didn't get to look like Arnold in the first couple of months or first even years that he picked up a set of weights, right? It's the reps, man. I understand the frustration. Nobody pops out of the womb and is a trader just like automatically. You know, like where you see those little kids who are 4 years old and they can play Mozart on the violin. You don't see that in trading, right? You don't see that in trading. I have never seen a child prodigy trader, right? Who just sits down at a computer and just starts making money. I've never seen it in 34 years and thousands of people. What's a one-sided trade? Trend. Trend. One-sided trade is trend. Yeah, it's frustrating as hell. You just got to work through the frustration. And then every once in a while, you'll see a glimmer of hope. And then the next day, the order flow will change and it doesn't work. And you're like, fuck. Right? You're just like, curses, right? Exactly. The space between the candle and the VWAP. Then you start noticing those little details. The bottom of that candle, failure to take VWAP, pop. This time it's going to come down. It tags it, right? So that bid that was there is gone. Where is it now? Where'd they go? Where's Waldo, right? Little back and forth now. Anywho, that's it for me. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everyone. Trade safe. If you folks want to learn how to make a living doing this, come visit us at tradingsyndicate.org. That's tradingsyndicate.org. I'm JJ. I'm vwaptrader1 on X. If you need help, reach out. I will be around. But now I'm going to bolt and go get some sun. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys. Bye for now. Thank you so much.